So this content creator over here, um, so I've been watching some of your content lately.
No.
What the fuck is going on with this Rufamake fucking? You
I
actually sound like her. You know that, right? I mean,
Yeah. I don't know. Like I guess I just always do impressions of like different characters.
it's like guys.
Ever since ever since I was young. I'm not about to do that here because I'm trying to I don't know, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to be like, I don't want people to keep asking me to do it.
I
Yeah.
think I think it's the new thing that they ask you about, right? I
I
mean, it's
know.
been a couple that you've been doing
I did
Rufamake
three
content.
lang. I did three.
Oh yeah, yeah, three.
Well,
Look, it's funny. Don't get me wrong. It's just that whenever I watch it, it's like okay. Tas may filter na siya, which is
yeah.
what's funny to me.
I know.
There's
It's
already a
it's all her
filter.
it's all her iconic lines, which is
Do you plan on still doing it?
probably not. I don't know. I don't think so.
I highly assume that when you go live, that's
Mhm.
probably the only thing they'll be asking you to do.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not gonna go live in like a couple of weeks.
Remember that tiga-piga thing that you
Oh
did
my
back
god,
then? So
yeah. They
this
were
is
doing
probably your new tiga-piga thing.
maybe. It's actually the third now kasi it was a tiga piga and then the anime voices.
Oh yeah,
And then
nga.
now the
That's right.
Republic.
They're moving on. We've gone local, ladies and gents.
Ay,
Amazing.
nako.
Well, yeah, it's funny. Don't get me wrong. It's hella funny. So yeah, sabi ko sa inyo guys, it's like I'm not only the co-host, I'm a fan. So
Ay,
yeah.
nako.
Welcome to the Kingdom Podcast Season 3. My name is Yuki. Over here is Ingrid. And we got we got a bit of an informative episode for you guys. I don't know if you guys figured it out a whole lot when it comes to this K-pop thing, but there are probably for a lot of us, there are things that we really don't know about the history of K-pop, and the episode's entitled "The Genesis" because we wanted to discuss basically the firsts, of K-pop, and I wanted to ask you, Ingrid, because we have the notes, we have our cheat code, right? But
Mhm.
when you look at this, like the first one
Mhm.
back in 1929, did you have any idea that this was a thing?
Yeah. Oh. 1929? What?
Yeah, the first one, the first pop song.
No, I have no idea what that is. I just know it's a country song in Korea or like a trot song. Isn't
Right.
it?
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah. And
Mhm.
then I'm not entirely sure about the genres because it sounded trotty, but I don't really know what trot is. Like
It's kind of
I
like country music for Korea. I
maybe
guess you
kind of
could
like
say.
that, right?
Yeah.
And apparently, it was the first pop song that was written by
Mhm.
a composer, uh, sung by Lee Jong Suk in 1929. That was the first Korean pop song.
Okay.
Back in 1929, it was I think World War One.
Oh shit.
No, 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 no. It wasn't actually. It was World War. No, it wasn't. It wasn't the war. It's
Mhm.
10 years before World War Two, which was when the Korean divide basically
Mhm.
happened. So
Yeah.
10 years prior, they were already composing songs, and it's not really far fetched to think of, right? I mean, I don't really know what the definition of a pop song would have been back then, but it would
Mhm.
be pretty interesting for us to listen to. I tried to look for it.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it. Like I
I
couldn't
think
find a
it's
proper copy.
I think it's something close to being like a trot because I think that's where K-pop stemmed from. Not necessarily K-pop itself, but like just the overall Korean music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the 30s to the 50s, basically is the earliest mainstream Korean idol group. Basically that
1930.
yeah, 1930s to 1950s. So there's the Jogori sisters, who debuted around 1939 within within the First World War, the
Mm-hmm.
Second World War. And
Mm-hmm.
then while one of the first boy groups to debut was the Arirang
Arirang
Boys.
boys. I'm kind of
Yeah.
familiar with the Arirang.
I have
They
no
have they
idea
have
who they are. I am Jogori sisters. I am very curious about Jogori sisters.
30s,
I could
20.
I could I there's nothing on Jogori sisters.
I mean, you went like
Yeah.
far, far back.
Yeah, I went far
I was
back because
thinking,
it is
I
the
was thinking
Genesis, right?
more of like the 90s, like
Oh yeah, we'll
Soteji
get there. We'll
and the
get there.
boys. But dang, you did your
And
research, man.
and then what happened after was it was actually 3 decades or no, that was yeah, around 3 decades later.
Mm-hmm.
Basically is we're trying to change or they tried to change what K-pop really meant.
Mm-hmm.
And in 1992, that was when Sotaiji and the Boys released their first K-pop track, I Know.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the title of the song. Sotaiji and the Boys, if you guys don't know, it's an inside joke every time here on the podcast that whenever someone is old or started, very early in the K-pop scene,
Mm-hmm.
I always tease them na Sotaiji and the Boys yung first group nila na pinakinggan and stuff.
But
And
they kind of are like the first group. I know they performed I know or Nan Arayo in like a show, and apparently didn't really receive a good response from
the best
whichever
response, yeah.
panel. Yeah, because they didn't really know what it was. Like it wasn't really like a typical um sounding song that they were used to. But then apparently it was like really good for it was like appealing for the younger generation.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds a bit more modern now. I mean, if
Yeah.
we're gonna compare it to the original sound, I can play it really quickly. This is what it sounded like. And if you guys don't know, for context, Yang Hyun Sok of YG is part of Sotaiji and the Boys. So right, it's
Yeah.
very modern sounding. Wow, look at this music video. This is the official
Yeah.
music video. It
This
had
actually gets
timestamps.
it gets
Gets
covered
covered
by
um
fourth
fourth
gen
gen
group
group
or,
Yeah,
or
that's
third
right.
gen groups.
It's funny. They're covering a song. They weren't even born yet at this
Mm-hmm.
time. I wasn't even born yet. It was
So
hella
weird
old.
seeing YG perform like that.
Are you hearing it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, cool, right? I don't where what does he look like? Oh, there he is. Was that him?
Um,
The guy Sotaiji kind of looks like Yu Jesok from afar. Oh my god, Running Man guy. Glasses guy.
oh, right,
Nation's
right,
MC, you know.
right,
So
right.
yeah, so it was kind of modern sounding already, but I think the K-pop that we actually have known and love really started in the 90s when groups like HOT, TVXQ, Baby Vox,
Mm-hmm.
SES like really did their thing. And this is where we're trying to get basically the topic for this episode. It has been said that the first K-pop, no, not K-pop, the first idol group that
Mm-hmm.
actually debuted was HOT.
I think they were under
Kasi
SM.
bakit? Kasi cutesy-cutesy yung ginagawa nila. Ganun ba?
No,
Ganun ba ang
actually,
definition ng idol group?
no. I think the first one that they released was somewhat similar to Soteji. Am I saying that right?
So,
Um,
Teji, yeah.
Soteji's concept, and then after a while, Lee Suman, you know how he is. He's very ambitious. He's very um
He was
experimental.
ahead of his time.
Mm,
I actually
right,
think
right.
so. Yeah.
So, the first one, it was similar to Soteji's sound, and then after a while, he wanted to mix it up and then release a cutesy song. I forgot the title of the song. I think it's like
Candy.
Candy, yeah. With the with the really
Yeah,
cutesy costumes,
that's right.
and it was a
Mm-mm.
hit. Apparently, it was a hit.
Oh, I mean, it's still a bop to this day.
Mm,
I am actually not the biggest fan of HOT, but
hmm.
I actually thoroughly enjoyed the song.
Like you wouldn't skip it. For example,
Like, check them out. Like,
it's so
dude,
cute.
look at
Is it
them.
Everland?
I have no idea, and they actually look very good.
They do. They do.
Shit, so Kangta. I mean, like you would know like when it comes to songs like this, and I think yeah they are correct. Like if we say that this is the first idol group, because I guess there is also not only just the music but also the aesthetic of things that they're
Mhm.
trying to project. Not only because they're aesthetically pleasing, because they're
To
not
look at.
bad looking people, right?
Mhm.
But at the same time, like they're gearing towards, okay, let me try and make a story out of the music video and, feature them in a sort of way. I mean, they're
Mhm.
not the originators of that. I actually believe that storytelling music videos actually came from Michael Jackson with
Oh, yeah,
Thriller, if I'm
yeah.
not mistaken. So, like, things like that. And this music video has a story. And it's fun to look at. They are very good looking idols. And it's not a bad song. I feel that because Gen 4 currently is gearing towards the sound of the past. If this
Mhm.
were released today, I think
It would
people
still,
would still,
yeah, it
yeah,
would still be a bop for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
So I I actually think that when I say that Isuman was ahead of his time, I firmly believe that he was.
Yeah.
Kasi this, the first group also to sell 1 million albums in Korea. And also they were the first group to perform at the Seoul Olympic Stadium, which is, a big deal back then.
Yeah.
So
Were they the first to go to China as well for like a concert? Or I might be wrong.
HOT,
I think that's Super Junior pala.
maybe
My bad.
Super Junior.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh wait, what? What? You might be right.
Hmm.
Was it HO? Okay.
I think it might be Super Junior.
It might have been, yeah, it might have been Super Junior. It's
Mm.
funny though. All of the firsts, quote unquote, really
Are
came
from
from SM.
SM.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So there was HOT, there was Shinhwa,
Yeah, there was SES.
SES. Baby
Mm-hmm.
Vox wasn't from SM, but Baby Vox I think was the first girl idol group. Um, which agency did Baby Vox come from? DR Music.
Mm. But
Are they
SES
in
was a lot
Korea?
bigger though.
Well, I think longevity wise,
Mm.
that's why SES was a lot bigger.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to also impact, I think they were neck and neck in a sense.
Mm.
Because Baby Vox, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Baby Vox uh, disbanded early.
Oh.
No, well, 9 years. But then SES never really disbanded, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So it might have been that they actually debuted in the same year. But then again, like I think that impact wise, I think Baby Vox and SES were neck and neck. But longevity, because of longevity, I think SES is the more relevant girl group out of the
Yeah.
two.
No, I think we're forgetting another one. I'm just not too sure how to pronounce their name. I think they're from DSP.
Girl group.
Yeah, girl group and guy group. I'm not familiar lang. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Sexies
Ah,
and
Checkies.
pink. Finkel.
Yeah, Finkel and Checkies. Yeah, Finkel was
There was
yeah
like a
Finkel was
rivalry,
pretty
like
cool. Yeah,
there was like a rivalry between HOT Sheksis. I fucking don't know how to pronounce it.
Checkies.
Shekis and then SES and again, is it Finkel? Think
Yeah, Finkel.
yeah, there. I think that's where the fan war started. Where I think it started with like white balloons for HOT,
That's
and then
right.
yellow
Yeah.
for
You know what's funny is that the thing that HOT did for the fans, so they had raincoats as
mhm
their kind of uniform.
mhm.
And whenever there's a concert, you'd see them wear these raincoats indoors. It was fucking funny, but I think the best representation of that was if you watch Reply 1997.
Oh yeah,
That was Unji was wearing the HOT thing because
yeah.
she's an HOT fan,
Mhm.
and yeah, the balloons I think changed colors in a sense. If I'm not mistaken, I couldn't really
Not
I
sure.
can't really remember,
I just
but
know it's white and yellow, and then they would be separated into like
yeah, like
the
sections,
stadium.
parang ganon,
Yeah,
yeah.
sections.
Kasi HOT had their color thing going on for each
Mhm.
member,
Mhm.
which is again so ahead of their time. Like, and I know I might have be making a big deal out of it, but HOT really did start. I think the K-pop idol
Yeah.
revolution.
Even the merchandise, like Lee Soo Man knows what he was doing. I
Yeah,
mean, it sounds a little creepy, but they even released a DNA necklace. Do you know what that
did
is?
they? No, no. What the hell is a DNA
So
necklace? Ano yun?
a
Babalatan nila
DNA
tapos naglalagay sila.
something like that, like a drop of the member's blood or like a piece of their hair, and then they would sell it as merchandise. So not just like notebooks with their faces on it and like other things like beverages with their faces on it, but they also sold them
You wouldn't know,
like
Ingrid. You
DNA
never
necklace.
you never had a Jolina Magdangal like fucking notebook for school.
No, I had like Totally Spice and like Powerpuff Girls. Why
I
would
think
I
I
have a
had
Jolina Magdangal
I don't
notebook?
know, like a lot of my friends back then
Okay.
had Jolina Magdanal notebooks.
Oh,
I
sorry, guys.
think I think what I had was Dexter's Lab or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
something cartoony, hindi naman ano, yung real na artista. I don't
Yeah,
think so.
I don't think I had the Piolo Pascual one or the Dither one. I
Meron pa
wanted
Piolo
one.
Pascual?
Yeah, like they had everyone. Fucking they had the hunks, So yeah,
I didn't know that.
good times, good times.
SpongeBob
Uh,
lang, Powerpuff Girls, ganun.
SpongeBob. It's like okay, fine. Like I had the Jimmy Neutron one, I think, and Dexter's Lab. I'm a geek, so I'm more of the smart characters, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I had Cow and Chicken too. So yeah,
Oh, cat and dog. Cat dog.
Cat Dog.
Grabe, lumalabas na
Tang
talaga yun.
ina, yung edad natin. Stop it. Okay.
Like, we're literally talking about, like, K-pop's history. Tapos nabutan pa natin yung HOT.
Wait, HOT debuted in 96. Oh shit. Oh yeah, oh inabutan mo siya. Oh my god, we are
I was
old.
born 96.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, it's rough. Okay, so moving forward. So we're done with HOT. Oh wait, I got a comment on that DNA thing. Isn't that
Yeah.
kind of human trafficking kind of bullshit?
Exactly. That's kind of like the my thing that SM is going like doing now with ESPA, like how they can date the ESPA
Fucking
members and stuff,
Espa
right?
though.
It's
That
just a lot more advanced. Like the technology is just different. But like back then, they got
I
like a
think
drop of their blood and everything.
I'm touching on Espa a little bit later because we're recording this right after the
Their
comeback, and I'm
comeback.
gonna comment on it
Oh
really quick after
Jesus.
the commercial
Okay, okay,
break.
okay.
Okay, now moving forward, TVXQ actually the first group to have photo cards.
No
However,
way.
it was only in Japan.
Ah, yeah. Kasi it was Girls' Generation who
It was
started.
Girls' Generation who started the revolution here. Pero kasi you see the correlation because they're both from
SM.
SM. So they
Mm-hmm.
had the idea of, doing the photo card thing.
Yeah.
And that blew up, It's like I think photo cards I actually firmly believe that photo cards is a waste of money and space. I am I am a firm believer of me just it's like, okay, fine, I collect albums, but I bought this secondhand. It's like
Mm-hmm.
I didn't well I there are albums that I buy brand new, but if I want them displayed, quote unquote, it's like we still have like a We In album here. It's like the
Mm-hmm.
big ass album na hindi pa namin nabubuksan. It wasn't red. It's another one. Pero it's the new one. Nung pagkalipat
Mm-hmm.
niya na agency. We bought two of them. We opened one and then the other one's still not open. It's still here, It's just lying around. But I'm a
Unsealed.
yeah,
I
no, it's
sealed.
sealed. It's sealed, yeah. So I'm a firm believer of like the photo cards thing. I just think that it's just a waste of time, like money.
It is, but it's just more of
It's
the
a piece of paper.
experience. It is a piece of paper. You're literally exchanging paper with paper, but
Paper.
then it's more of the experience that you get. So every time you open an album, it's the anticipation of, oh, which member am I gonna get? And yeah, obviously we can print our own copies. Literally, that's it's easy as that. But it's more of like how prestige it feels that it's an original copy
Fair
from the
enough.
actual group.
Yeah.
It's just more of that. I mean, it's more of the experience, I guess.
And some of them cost you
Nilalaban eh.
some of them cost you some of them cost you like 5 grand for one.
Dude, don't even get me started on.
There was an episode we talked about this. There was an episode. It was episode 20 of the podcast. You guys should check it
Mhm.
out. When we talked about, I was with Sun and Rin, one of the
Ooh.
different co-hosts here.
Oh, is
Talked
this
about
the
the
one?
Jessica Soho
The cup?
thing.
Yeah, yeah, the
Yeah.
kapuso. Yeah.
So we're like, dude, it's like I wouldn't I wouldn't spend more than 200 pesos for a photo card. And that fucking photo card has to have their fucking lips, painted on it. It's like
Yeah.
I can't for the life of me spend more than 200 pesos for a piece of paper I can put as a wallpaper if I download it online. It's like why would I? It's funny, and a lot of the bungholes from Quiapo, yung mga Quiapo snatchers, like
Mhm.
they snatched photo cards that they thought were worth thousands, pero in
Mm.
reality, it was like 5 pesos off of fucking, I don't know, Shopee.
Yeah,
And
unofficial photo card.
yeah, unofficial photo cards, and yeah, I get what you mean when you say that it's for, the experience and whatnot, but are you telling me that you spent money to get the photo card that you wanted? You have, haven't you? Oh my god, you sucker!
A couple, a couple.
Oh my god.
Just to complete a set from an album.
Okay, which album are we talking about, and which photo cards?
Stray Kids and with Hanbin, with BI.
Okay, and how much was the damage, if you don't mind me asking?
Uh,
No, your face.
no, because when they release like limited edition ones that they don't
Sure,
um
limited
they
edition
don't
ones.
yeah that they don't release like anymore, like they don't like produce it again. So it goes like the amount goes higher and higher when it's like high in demand, like when it's
Okay.
but yeah, I think probably like for this one specific photo card of Hanbin, it was um 1.4.
That's grocery for a lot of us.
No, but
Y-
then again, I know that I can sell it again. You get what I mean?
But you wouldn't you?
Yeah, but like if I could
You
if I wanted
sucker!
to.
Oh my
I
god!
could if I wanted to. It's just that like when I saw that on Twitter, because that was like the time that I was
so
like,
so you saw the photo on Twitter, so it's
yeah,
easily downloaded.
no, I saw someone selling it.
Okay, but is the actual photo available online, high definition, things like that?
No,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
So
tried. I really tried.
you tried not buying it.
Yeah. Let's move on na nga,
You
Yuki.
sucker. Oh my god, I love it. Super Junior. They
I
were the
miss
first to debut a non-Korean member with
mm,
Hanggang.
mm-hmm.
And because Hangang's Chinese, and then first to debut a subunit. Did you know this?
Oh, I had no idea. I had no idea.
KRY. Wait,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
who's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
KRY? Ryo Wook,
Uh,
Yesong, and
Hyun, Yesong,
Kyuhyun.
and
Yeah, oo nga.
Ro. Oh,
Yesong.
fuck, I forgot.
Yesong.
I forgot na Yesong and Ro. I
Ryo Wook.
forgot.
Yeah.
Ryowok, yeah, yeah, yeah. Fuck,
Yeah.
I forgot their names. Holy fuck.
Okay, so they were the first subunit, and they were the first foreign group to appear on. Not well, they were the first group to appear on Chinese postage stamps.
Yeah, yeah.
That is interesting.
That's
I think
crazy.
I would buy that. You know, it's like we're not talking about photo cards. We're talking about stamps,
Mm,
and I think
mm,
stamp collecting is another
mm. It was
poison
a
that
thing back then,
yeah.
yeah.
It's I think that it's still a thing now. Like I would still buy if I were into stamp collecting, I would still buy. And that would be very interesting, like a clash of both worlds if you can find those postage stamps. Because it's like, I feel that you don't know when you don't know, right? Like at one
Mm,
point, I may have had like a fucking Charizard mint condition
mm-hmm.
Pokemon card and I threw it away or fucking made it used pog, you know, parang nagte-text ako
Yeah.
with a Charizard. I really don't know. So you don't know when you don't know, but if you had that, I think that that's going to be a hefty amount. Cuz stamps are quite difficult to get, I think.
Yeah. But then you could say the same for NBA cards too. So I think it's pretty similar for photo cards. Because there are some.
No.
Dude, no, 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 no. I'm not saying they're exactly the same. Can I just like hear me out?
Okay.
So it's somewhat similar because there are those like holographic ones. Most I think most of them are from SM as well, since they're the ones
Yeah.
who
Mm.
started the whole thing. I
Mm-mm.
think there's one that costs like 15K, like for NCT. Right? Right? No, because NBA cards kasi I know that they go up to like 200, 300, even higher. Do you have an NBA card?
I don't, but I have a fake Wii in photo card. One sec. Wait. I have one here. So it's in my wallet and
Aww.
then it's like it's reversible.
Mm-hmm.
but I have this as the one displayed basically on my
I'm
wallet.
looking at all the photo cards that are displayed right now.
You have them displayed? You
Some
don't
of
have
them,
them
yeah.
like in a binder or something?
I have two binders and then I have a couple displayed and then I have one specific one displayed over there and it's a rare photo card of Mina.
How rare are we talking about?
Well, not naman rare, but like they say na it's really difficult
It's
for you to
difficult to
get
find
that.
it. Yeah, it makes it
Mm.
rare. Makes it rare. Fair
Mm,
enough.
yeah.
Okay. Sonyoshide, there's a lot. First to have photo cards in a Korean album, which is I Got a Boy. Um,
Mm-hmm.
first to have a fandom name. I don't know if you knew that.
I
And then
didn't.
first to receive 100 music show wins, which is yeah. And then first to reach 100 million views on YouTube. I assume that's I Got a Boy because they won the YouTube Music Awards then.
Yeah.
It might have been that.
And they were
So
blowing up.
yeah,
Also
they were
like
really blowing up.
also the
Mm-mm.
internet was a bit
Not in
it
its
was like
infancy, but it wasn't a big deal for us to do the views. And I think they reached the 100 million views because people were interested in why did this win music video of the year kind of
mm-hmm,
thing.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, you from the group they were the first to have a fan cam. Did you don't check the notes? Can you guess which of the members had the first fan cam?
Mm, I could be wrong, but isn't it Yuri?
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Yuri
Yeah.
on the baseball game. I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember watching that for the first time on YouTube. Me too. I was like, wow.
It's like who would have thought, right? Like someone that just got their camera and tinutok lang nila on a specific member,
Mm-hmm.
probably his or her bias, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
why he or she did
Started the
that,
whole thing.
and then recorded the whole thing. Fucking created a practice for a genre
Mm-hmm.
that that is still active to this day. That's friggin' insane. They are the first Korean act who marked their appearance in three major American network channels back in 2011. They did The Boys for a lot of shows. GMA, I think.
Yeah, but before they promoted in America, they had a concert with Super Junior in China, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but I
Mm.
think that was SM Town, so it wasn't really.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think it was a solo con or.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, talk about paving the way. So they did that first. So they did Letterman, they did Good Morning America, and then another show that I totally forgot. I think the Letterman one was the most famous out of the three because they really had like a decent chunk of like talking there in a sense,
Yeah.
and
Was that the
Letterman was
boys era?
yeah, it was the boys, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and they performed it in English, so
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of far fetched at that time because we didn't really well we had like English only songs, but I guess, but none that I heard of at the
You know,
time.
we forgot to mention Wonder Girls too.
Oh shit, yeah,
So they
no,
were
they
they
had
were one
Wonder
of
Girls,
the
yeah.
first to perform in the US as well because JYP was trying to market them in the US, but then the thing that they did wrong was they didn't release English songs for Nobody. I think that was the time that
But
Wonder
they
Girls
they
blew up.
eventually did. They eventually
Yeah,
did. Yeah.
after because I don't think they were received well. I think they performed together with the Jonas Brothers. Apparently, they opened
Did they?
for them. Yeah, and then the audience was
So
quiet.
dead. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, and they weren't used to that, but they were big in Korea. So yeah.
Haha. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not. I'm not laughing at the fact. Sorry. Uh, because I'm a so on, right? It's like I can remember the Black Ocean happening, and that was because of the Wonder Girls Generation thing.
Mm,
So
mm.
you know,
Yeah, dude. Ang
karma's
lala din
real.
ng fan wars before, ha. Ang
Yeah, so,
petty.
but
Sobrang petty.
no, it's pettier now. Like, right? I
Yeah.
mean, it's pettier now. Pero back then,
Yes.
what I can appreciate from the fan wars back then was, at least it was entertaining and creative. Compared to now that people are just like,
In what
hindi,
way?
ganto, ganyan,
In what
ganyan.
way was it creative?
Can you
How are
think
you?
of,
Why are you fascinated by like you're
remember the
taking
Black
pleasure?
Ocean? Remember the Black
I do.
Ocean?
I do. I
It's
do.
like,
I do.
can you imagine like doing something like that in this
Mm-hmm.
day and age? It would have been so creative, but right now it's like a ginagawa na nila. It's like they spam Twitter with fucking hashtags and fucking I hate this, blah blah
Yeah,
blah
but
blah
I
blah.
think it was a lot pettier back then, though, because I don't think that's present anymore. Like nowadays, I think a lot more fans are like other fandoms even encourage other fans to bring like different light sticks to I don't know a different group. How about I
Yeah,
don't know.
but
Could
that's
be wrong.
not the like that's not still the best practice, right? Because a lot of people would tend to bombard you with hate if ever that you brought like a fucking ring itsy ring light on a fucking I don't know
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
twice.
I guess you could do it if it's like from the same company, like how Stray Kids is okay with people bringing candy bongs and stuff to their concerts.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Was that a
that's
thing there? Oh,
kind
okay.
of was, yeah, is right now, yeah.
I don't have the itsy ring light. If I brought like a normal ring light, would I be bombarded with hate if
I don't think so.
ever,
Like, do
right?
whatever the fuck you want. But can I just say, like, Itzy's ring light is one of the most creative, most like
Amazing, right? I
coolest
told
ring lights ever.
I told Ali I wanted one. I wanted to put it right here, like right
Yeah.
here, just put it there. Just like have it lit up. Oh my god, it's
Oh,
so
kasi you can
fantastic.
literally display it. It looks like a I don't know.
I wouldn't bring it. You know, it's like I wouldn't bring it on.
You
In a,
wouldn't want to risk losing it.
also, yeah, also that, but I just don't want to like ruin because I want it as is. You know, it's like if the or if ever there's an Itsy con, I don't know, like I'll probably buy another one and have that for a concert and that. Because it's like it's different. It's different, okay? It's different. It's
My,
part of
I,
the studio now. If ever I put it there,
my candy bong is just there inside the box. I was thinking if I should get like a stand for it, because you can get like
you
cheap
should.
like a stand for it, right? So I
You
can
should.
just display it. But
I'm pretty sure they have that in like online stuff because it's
mm-hmm.
just 3D printed, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
yeah, you should. So you have a candy bong. You have a
that's
Blackpink
the
one.
only no. That's the only light stick I have.
Doesn't Blackpink have one?
Yeah, they do. But then I don't know. It's the only light stick I want. I don't know why.
And BI doesn't have one, no? It's just the
um,
icon
no.
baseball
He
bat.
does. He does. He has a bin bong. It's actually one of the most beautiful light sticks too. But then, bro, it's fucking 2.5, bro. No,
How much was the candy bong?
candy bong was 1.4. I got it kasi pinaship ko siya from Korea. So pinasabay ko. Tapos cheaper siya.
Can I just say, like, I searched for bin bong. This is what came
Mm-hmm.
up.
That's that.
I have
Is
no
that the
idea.
character? Yeah. Actually, the light stick, it's inspired by the movie Inside Out.
No, really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is his light stick? This is amazing. You should
Isn't
buy
it? Isn't it?
one.
You can even exchange the colors. You can
You can
customize it.
Why don't you
It's
buy
it's
one?
it's really one of the most beautiful ones. I really do, but it's so expensive. It's 2.5 to 7.
You bought a photo card Mo- worth more than half of that. That's a piece of paper. This at least has lights on it. You know, it's like
No, I will. I will. Siguro probably like on his for his next full concert. Yeah. I'm gonna wait for like a version 2 because I'm sure there's gonna be a version 2.
is it happening anytime soon? Based on like your sources?
He's gonna be in K-pop Overpass with Somi and Baekhyun on June something.
He's coming back to the Philippines.
Dude, I swear, he loves going to the Philippines. Sabi ko nga kung gusto niya tumira dito sa akin na lang. Nahiya pa siya.
Bakit ang thirsty? With that,
Thirsty!
with that,
Nagmamagandang loob lang ako.
talaga. That being said,
Everything will be provided, no? Hello.
let's get to our first commercial break. When we come back, more of the Kingdom Podcast season thirst. Don't go away.
Thirst agad.
안녕하세요. 선물입니다. 여러분은 지금 The Voice DJ 유키와 함께 킹덤 팟캐스트를 듣고 있습니다.
Hey everyone, this is Mo Twister, and you're listening to the Kingdom Podcast with the voice DJ Yuki.
Welcome back to the podcast. You can go to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all in the same name at the Kingdom Pod PH. Our socials are down here. You can follow us on or subscribe to us on YouTube as well. You can go there, youtube.com/at the Kingdom Pod PH. For my account, it's at Ukemeister. For Ingrid here, it's at Ingrid Marie IIE with an underscore at the end for her Instagram account. And yeah, like you've been doing a lot of content recently. It's good. You've been going live too recently.
Yeah. I don't know. I missed being
Shit,
really
I forgot
active.
to ask you. I forgot to ask you something. Like
What?
on your last live. No. I'll probably ask you off air. Yeah. Because okay, fine. No. I'll do it later on. I'm going to talk about a little bit about ESPA first before we get back to the topic because they just did their comeback. And I didn't call it. Normally, I'd call things like this, like they would be done with Kwangya and blah blah blah. So like, I didn't call it. I wasn't a big fan of Kwangya, but I think that after this music video, I think they're officially done with it. And the song is just it's a bop.
Good. Yeah, it's
It's a
so
bop.
good.
Yeah.
I love the instrumentals.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
So good.
Can I just say that Karina is just God to me.
Yeah,
It's like,
her hair. Oh my god.
I'm gonna bow down, like on my knees, bowing down to the goddess that is Karina. She is just like fucking
Crazy.
amazingly
The
looking.
visuals. Although I
could
kind of
be-
feel bad for her hair though.
Fair enough. Yeah, I say it had
Post
like
and-
yeah, but like dude, she might be the actual like the new standard when it comes to visuals. No, still an
Yeah, she is.
SM idol.
I'm surprised with Ning Ning also. Like she
A
had
lot
the glow up.
A lot of people tend to think that Winter kind of was left out. It's like when it comes to like the glow up phases and stuff. But it's like it's not that she looks horrible. She still looks amazing. It's just
Yeah.
that I mean Giselle looked a bit different now. Ning Ning looked like she had a glow up,
Right?
and then Karina with the blonde hair is just fucking
Crazy.
amazing. It's like I don't normally feel like this when it comes to watching idols. The last time I felt like this would probably be Cheryong with Not Shy, maybe. Pero it's like Karina in this comeback, man, is just
Grabe.
insane.
Crazy.
And a lot of people might tend to disagree with us when we say that because she might not be the new standard for a lot of people, and that's solely understandable. I respect whatever you guys think who is the standard for the current stage or the current era of K-pop. But man, will Karina give them a run for their money?
She looks so good. Grabe.
She's so amazing. It's like
Her
amazing
face
looking.
is so small. Like
like
I can't. I can't. It's so small. I don't know. And the song is so good, dude. I love.
yeah, the
I
song
love
was
how,
amazing. Yeah, I
I
like
love
it.
how it sounds.
Let's go, Espa. I mean, like veer away from Kwangya, please. More. It's like and
I
don't
think
know-
we kind of manifested it. We've been talking shit about it
That's
like
true.
almost all of our episodes and
Didn't you remember like we also wanted to have like a Kwangya centered episode
Yeah.
that never got to fruition because we couldn't find like an expert on it.
yeah. I think we just didn't really want to talk about it because we didn't
Fair enough.
kind
Yeah.
of,
It's like it was just an idea. It's like it's
Yeah.
always up there, but we never made any plans for it.
yeah. We didn't have any initiative or like, I don't know, we didn't
Yeah.
have the willingness to do research for it. So thank
Because
God
it's like how are we were gonna react to that? It's like ganito kasi yung story, blah 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 blah. It's like okay.
yeah,
It
I
might
hope
have
they don't go
been-
back.
It might have been over talaga kasi if you remember Girls, yung music video, Black Mamba died there.
Oh, so there's at least you're familiar with the lore.
So I'm not familiar with the
even-
lore at all. I just know that Black Mamba is the villainess. And then
Navis
think
is
she
the
was-
savior.
I didn't even know that.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just like making shit up.
Who's Navis? Navis is a person?
Navis is an entity that I don't know. Navis.
Like,
Colin.
we are very amateur when it comes to Kwangya. It's like it's not that I don't I kind of don't care about Kwangya. So I don't really know.
I don't know what I'm
like
talking
we don't
about.
really know. Yeah. So again, it's like kudos to Espa. Fucking amazing. I love the comeback. It's so good. Fucking amazing. They shot it in the US, I think.
The music video too, dude.
In
Galing.
I can't even. It's like I have Karina as my wallpaper. I might need to change it kasi
Sayang, dude. Dapat nag-react tayo sa music video. We should do that. We should like,
yeah, maybe next time.
yung mga anticipated comebacks.
This is my
Wow.
wallpaper, right? It's my
Yeah.
wallpaper. So I might need to change it.
I
Kasi
like her
it's
with bangs too. I like with the...
I'm okay. I'm okay with it. Like I'm indifferent with it. It's not that I hate it, but I don't necessarily love it as well. It's like I just think that whatever you put on Karina, she would make it look amazing.
Yeah.
Sobrang
I can't believe
biased.
she's
rin.
not. I can't believe she's not the visual. I mean, they're all visuals, but like she's
Who's the visual
obvious
ba?
visual. Winter. When they
Winter.
debuted SM like announced.
I don't know, maybe because she's already the leader, things like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Winter's not really the mangne.
Mm,
Winter's, the third eldest. So
right.
might have been that. Might have been just the sectioning or
Mhm.
what do you call that again? The role. Yeah, the
Yeah.
role. So yeah, I don't know. Espa, man, fucking amazing. Going back to the topic, Wonder Girls. Since we were talking about them during the break, yeah, you are correct. They were the first K-pop group to open for an American tour, which is for the Jonas Brothers.
Mhm.
They were also the first K-pop group to have a US tour. And they were the first K-pop group to have a song chart on the Billboard 100.
Oh no way! Sick.
I think it was Nobody.
For nobody, yeah.
Yeah. And yes, you are correct. They are the first to perform on a US show, which is the Wendy Williams show. The thing that we talked about earlier was the first Girls' Generation being the first Korean group to make their appearance on 3 major Korean network or American network channels.
Yeah.
So Wonder Girls did that first with the Wendy Williams show. I'm actually not that familiar with the Wendy Williams show. So yeah, I mean, a lot of firsts, like when it comes to K-pop, it's just like funny whenever you think about who the first is. It's kind of funny if you think about this happening right now, because it's like we take it, parang we take it so much for granted. Na if there's something like this happening, it's like we're headlining Coachella, and. Can you imagine back then? It's like if you headline Coachella in 2012, 2013, that would been
Yeah.
that would have blown up Twitter.
Yeah.
Pero nowadays it's like, Coachella.
Well,
Easy.
it's because K-pop is not just a genre; it's a phenomenon right now.
We are the market now. you
Yeah.
know? We're not back then kasi niche tayo eh.
Mm.
Pero we kind of are, being the trendsetters nowadays. Shiny, as a group, is the first to release an official dance practice video.
Oh, is
Can
this
you
the one with
remember-
which one?
The clouds.
Oh, I was gonna say the
Yeah.
the iconic SM dance practice background.
I actually don't know. I don't know which Shiny first.
Is that a replay?
Is it replay? No, it was
Ring ding dong.
Lucifer.
Okay.
Wow. Oh my god. Dude, check out
What?
this fucking check this. Oh my god, it's so horrible. Like check out the quality of this.
Ito ba yung parang box pa? Oh my god.
What a song though, right? Oh, Jonghyun. Look at them. They were for me, they were the first proper dancing boy group, Kasi walang tapon sa skills nila when it comes to dancing eh.
Yeah.
It didn't
I
hurt
guess-
them.
We
It didn't
could
hurt them
say
to-
na they're the standard for synchronized dancing, no?
Like we can confidently say that. It's also like it doesn't hurt them that all of them are tremendously good looking. At the same time, it's like walang tapon sa kanila when it comes to whatever they project when it comes to their talent. Kasi 4 of them actually sing so well. And then Mino, being their rapper, actually raps properly. You know, it's like it's not trash in a sense.
Even their recent releases like now, it's still so good. Tsaka still very modern. Parang updated pa rin sila.
I would still go gay for On You. That was one of the first things that I said here on the podcast. That if On You was in front of me,
You would kiss him.
I would kiss him. He's just so good.
Yeah, his voice is so
His-
soulful. You've heard him
love
sing
Onyo.
opera, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've heard him sing in my sleep, you know? It's like
Cute.
he's
I
singing
kind
in
of
my
feel
dreams.
bad though. I kind of feel bad because after he was released from the military, parang he looks a little like
Aged.
unhealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I don't know. It's like he is 31. You know, it's like he is
It's
old
not
now.
old. That's not old.
31 is old.
It's not.
What's the current age now when it comes to saying that someone's old? If you're of marrying age, you're probably old na,
Yeah.
diba? Oh,
No, because that's still
people
so
get married
young.
at 24.
Yeah, but then it's still so young. I think old would be like 45 or 50.
I guess,
30s is like
You know,
so young pa rin.
that's always a hot take kasi I would think like someone like Kim Jong-kook. You know Kim Jong-kook?
Yeah.
Running Man, right? Yung
Mhm.
malaki yung katawan. I would normally say that someone like Kim Jong-kook doesn't look old, but you know that he is old.
How old is he?
He's 48.
What the fuck? Well, Koreans don't really crack.
Pero kasi like he is also healthy, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
So, you
I
know,
guess
the
it has something to
skin,
do
you
with
know.
the diet too.
Yeah, with the diet. Well, nowadays, because I've been watching Jim Jongkook, which is his YouTube channel. Subscribe if you guys aren't. Pero he says that he's eating very unhealthily nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he eats ramyun now. And back
Okay.
then, sobrang ayaw niya ng ramyun. There was always an inside joke in Running Man na pinapakain siya ng ramyun.
Mhm.
And hindi niya kinakain na maigi. Pero kasi nowadays, ang ginagawa niya is he eats everything now. And what he does is binabawi na lang niya sa pag-workout niya.
Workout. Mm.
And
Diba
he's
he has like idols for guests there. Like he had
Yeah. He had
the
Itzy,
Seraphim
Le
there.
Seraphim. He had fuck. It's just a bunch already.
yeah.
He had boy groups too.
But
Stray
damn,
Kids was there.
He's 48. What the heck? He looks
He's
like he's
48.
35 at least.
Exactly. So that's why I guess why I said that is because you put up my point perfectly, kasi it may also differ from what they're currently doing.
Mm.
Kasi he's 48, he's still single, you know, and I don't know if he's ever getting married. He says that he wants to get married every time, but also that's the thing. It's like you look old primarily probably because you just look old, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you are. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Kasi like for me, if I just think of like a normal person, you pass the age of 25, you're old to me. Kasi it's like you're it's like may isip ka na eh. It's like
Yeah.
that's it for me in a sense.
Okay,
so when I say
fine. No,
Jinky
okay.
is old,
I guess if you say old, kasi ang iniisip ko old as in like senior na.
no, it's not. It's like
Malamang pag 25 ka na, you're a full ass adult.
yeah, it's like
Yeah,
you're of
because when you
consenting
say-
age. You know?
Yeah, kasi when you say adult, alam mo, syempre may wisyo ka na, diba, and everything. Kahit nga 15
Oo.
ka, may wisyo ka na eh. Pero if you say 31, like when you say they're old, I don't think so. Kasi it's like,
I mean, fair
adults.
enough. Like I'm not gonna
They're not
disagree with you on that.
lola,
yeah.
lolo. Ganon.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's like I am. Yeah, I just think like he did kind of look old or older rather
Mm,
when
yeah.
he came back. Might
It
have
was
been
probably
stressful for him.
stressed from, for sure, no? Kasi like living an idle life and then going
Plus,
through
wasn't he
like
in the military when the Jongyun thing happened? Or maybe I'm
I could
mistaken.
be, I'm not sure.
Yeah. So it might have been also that. It was like the stress and whatnot. So
Mm.
horrible. First group to achieve the rookie Grand Slam. So they won the Rookie of the Year award on all music award shows. I think it's really worth saying that because like I think Shiny as a group with a song like Replay as their debut song,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a fast song.
It's an R&B song.
Yeah, it's an R&B song. So, can you what's a group now na parang R&B yung debut song nila? I can't think of anyone.
XG.
Parang dude,
Hindi
it's
pala
not.
debut. Hindi pala debut. My bad, my bad.
Wait, wait.
I
What's their
wanted
debut
to.
song ba?
Their debut song was Tippy Toes. I just wanted an excuse to like insert them in the conversation.
Wait, Tippy Toes was their debut?
Yeah.
I thought it was Shooting Star.
I know it was. I think it's more of like a pre-release for them, Tippy Toes. Pero yung
Okay.
official debut nila as K-pop, as a K-pop
Shooting
group is
Star.
Shooting Star.
Yeah, it's still not a slow song. Everything you do with A1. You know, it's like it's not. It's like I don't know, but it's like yeah, it
Can we
has
consider
R
B
and B.
tracks?
No, we shouldn't. I think
No.
it's just debut.
Kailangan
Yeah,
title track, no?
it has to be title track. So yeah, Replay was their title track. So I think like if you do that nowadays, it might work now, but back then, it shouldn't have. Because it has to be like something uppy in a sense. So
That
I
was
don't
their
know.
debut song. I mean, going back to how Lee Suman is like so advanced when it comes to like how he, conceptualizes everything.
Yeah,
He does that. Like he wants to surprise, or um he wants everyone to be like caught off guard with whatever he does. So I think
yeah.
that's why it worked.
We're SM suckers basically. Next group is Big Bang. Okay, here's a ton of firsts. If you guys don't know, Big Bang, um, 5-member group now 4. I don't know if they disbanded yet, but it's like they are from YG. If you guys don't know, Big Bang would probably be my bias boy group. I think
Of
for
all
me
time.
of all time, bias boy group. I don't think anyone else came close. Probably Shiny.
BTS.
Hindi eh. Kasi I never invested on BTS in an emotional note. If that makes sense. It's like I love them. I love their songs. I love their talents. But
Yeah.
it's like I'm not the type where I would watch their lives. Alam mo yun? Or it's like see them like as a person. It's like for me they're idols lang ganun. But I think Big Bang for me was really the because I watched their variety shows, things like that. So yeah, Big Bang, old group for everyone kind of new. They were the first group to have a light stick. You might not know the group, but you might know the light stick.
Yeah.
It's the light stick with the crown.
The Crown. It's being
Yeah.
sold sa labas ng MOA Arena,
That's true.
Araneta, New
That's true.
Frontier.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Sinasalpak lang nila yung pangalan ng mga bias nila dun. But basically, it came from Big Bang.
yeah, it's the Big Bang light stick.
Yeah.
They were also the first group to have a dance practice hit 100 million views.
Which one?
I know you were gonna ask that. I believe it was Bang Bang Bang.
Mm.
Yeah. Wow, Stray Kids had Bang 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 dance practice.
A cover?
Really? Yeah. So yeah, I believe it was Bang Bang Bang. Was it? Yes, it was. Okay. So it was fairly, in the modern side now. Kasi Bang 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 was their last full album kasi. So it was just 7 years ago. They were the first to have mini albums. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, I did not.
Yeah.
What? Wow.
First to win an international award. I'm actually unsure which award. And then G-Dragon was the first to collaborate with a Western artist.
Which is?
Shit. Was it
Sino?
Bruno Mars?
No way.
Yeah, I think it was.
As
Yeah,
in, as in, he was featured in Bruno Mars' song?
yeah, he did. No, it was
Or
a
baka nag-produce
song.
lang siya?
No, it's featuring.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it was fuck. It's a Bubble Butt remix featuring Bruno Mars, GD and Top, and
Okay.
Taiga and Mystic. I don't know.
As in like bubble butt, bubble butt.
It's like, is there any other song that
I
has
don't
bubble butt?
know.
I don't know. It's like, I'm not a club frequent. I was never a club frequent. I'm the guy in the club sitting down. It's like when my friends are hitting on girls, like I'm the guy sitting down playing Mobile Legends or whatnot. I don't know. Oh, Clash
Lalo
of
na
Clans at
ako,
that time.
I wasn't even allowed to go out like until I was 21.
Were you graduated na when you were
In
21?
college.
Yeah,
20,
okay.
yeah. I started working.
Jesus. You weren't allowed until
Yeah.
amazing.
Yung mga takas-takas lang sa mall, ganun. I'd be like, Ma, may project kami.
Project kami, aren't you working na? Oh, projects at work.
No, when I was still a student.
Okay, okay.
Grabe naman yung 21 na may project ako. Ma, may project kami.
Malay mo, you'll never know, So, yeah, okay. It's like, And then, the first Korean artists who won Worldwide Act at the MTV Europe Music Awards back in 2011. I don't know if that's a super big deal. Like, I think for me, like, the first light stick is kind of like the biggest
Yeah.
deal out of, like, when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
being a trendsetter. So, yeah. 21. Their sister group were the first to have a world tour. If you guys don't know that. They were the first to get a perfect all kill on their first comeback.
Oh yeah, all of their songs, no?
All of their songs.
Mm-hmm.
First to reach 1 million views on YouTube within the first 24 hours. Can you imagine how laughable that sounds?
How many?
1 million
Mm.
in
Nowadays,
the
it's
first
just
24 hours. It's like we get 100 million in the first 24 hours now. Can you imagine how laughable that is?
the
Like,
first hour nga eh.
Oh, shit. Really?
Yeah,
First hour?
minsan. Especially with Blackpink and BTS.
Yeah, it's in Blackpink. It's like fucking wild. CL was the first female K idol to go on Met Gala.
Ooh.
Can we discuss that really quickly?
What?
People wear the strangest things on Met Gala.
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be that way.
Is it really?
Yeah.
But it is like kind of like a fashion statement kind of place,
It
right?
is. It is.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's like I just don't know. It's like there was one that he or she wore like parang teardrops.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Doja
Mm.
Cat went as a cat.
Mm-mm. And Jared Leto went as a cat mascot. Yeah. It's nice. It's cool. I mean, I don't know anything about fashion, but it's basically appreciation of designers.
Yeah, it's probably just me being naive on a lot of stuff. We've had fashion students and fashion designers on the show back then, and I just couldn't understand. It's like they were discussing shoes and fucking clothes, and they were so appreciative about it. And I want to be respectful, right? But then it's like, what is going on? It's like, boots for me is boots. Hindi ko alam na may iba-iba palang types ng boots, and it's like,
Well, it's a whole last thing for them. It's exactly like K-pop for us. They probably, some people don't
no, they were
know.
K-pop fans too.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they were on the podcast because they were fans too. So they kind of like they can probably break down like a fucking closet.
Yeah.
They're that good. Plus they're practicing in Italy and in Hong Kong, so it's like
Oh.
fucking
Damn.
different thing.
Yeah,
So
it's just cool to see like celebrities like wearing um clothing from archives. It's cool
yeah, I don't know.
how
I
it's
probably wouldn't
still
understand. Is it me being a straight male person, or
no,
is it just
no,
yeah? I need to educate myself. Blackpink. Ah, this is someone known.
pretty relevant. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty relevant. First to win with a debut song as a perfect all kill.
Mm-hmm.
They were the first group to perform in Coachella.
Mm-hmm.
They were also the first group to reach 1 billion views on YouTube. The first
Not even
artist,
Gangnam Style.
no, the first artist is Psy.
Ah, right.
They're the first group to reach 1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
They're the first and only group to reach 1 billion views on a debut song.
Whistle
Really?
or Bumbaya.
Really?
Yeah, dude, they were so like heavily anticipated. They were being teased like on a daily basis by YG.
It's Bumbaya.
Mm.
We're it's currently at 1.5. It's
Ooh.
fucking wild. And then Jennie from Blackpink is the first and only female artist to reach 700 million views on a solo song.
Mm.
Really?
I remember listening to their debut song. I was in the States pa noon. I had like this seminar thing for school. Damn, that was a long time ago.
Dude, Jennie solo is now at 922 million. What the
What the
what?
fuck? Damn.
When did I make this list? So the like pretty much like when it comes to the groups, like Blackpink, their solo songs are actually pretty decent when it comes to the view count. Lalisa is currently at 600 million.
Yeah.
Jesus is at 204. And then on the ground is at 325. It's not bad. What's the best solo song for you?
Are Rose's songs
Really?
or Lalisa? No, cause I have Lalisa more of like the vibey, but then more for like the technical, as in like me appreciating the lyrics and the sound
Yeah.
is gonna be Rose. Yeah.
For me it was really Lalisa. It's like I loved Roses on the ground because it's kind of ballady in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Pero Lisa for me had the most impact, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Plus it was kind of at the time where TikTok was being relevant and everyone was
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
So
Especially the money.
money, it's like
Money.
it was money everywhere. Putang ina.
Mm.
It's like I was seeing money everywhere. So I think it was that time, so that's why probably it had the most impact. But it's like I'm not discounting solo.
And honestly, Lisa is the most like popular member. People would say it's Jenny, but honestly, Lisa is the
I think
most popular
internationally, I think
member.
she
Yeah.
is.
Right?
Mm. But also, kasi Jenny's like the chosen one, so that's
Yeah.
why. Yeah.
It's kind of like an obvious.
Plus,
enough.
she's a bit more daring, you know. It's like when it comes
Yeah.
to Lisa kasi is not that she's not daring, but I don't think she's daring enough. In a sense where, kasi if we want to market someone from the group that can actually handle the pressure, not that she can't handle the pressure. Let me rephrase. That can handle the normal, I guess, quote unquote, practice of the Western culture.
Yeah.
I think it would really be Jenny.
Yeah.
I don't imagine Lisa doing the Calvin Klein thing, you know? Get what I mean? And it's not
Yeah.
because like she couldn't. It's just that I don't know, she just doesn't.
And she's like a baby. She's a baby.
How old is Lisa now? She's a maknae, right?
26, 25? Yeah, she's the maknae.
Lisa Manoban, 26. She's born 97. So yeah, she's on the young side. Not super young, but you get what I mean. Okay. So Twice, we already talked about this. First to win Song of the Year, three years in a
times
row.
in a
I
row.
was, I don't know. Did we discuss this in the commercial break? We did, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think we did. So Signal won, which I am not the big.
Such a hater.
So see, this is the thing. This
A
is the thing
signal
that I.
hater.
This is the thing I keep on saying. I I recently guested on the Bunk Original show Bunk Book. You'll also be guesting there on its second season, by the way.
How
I
was
gotta
it?
let you know. Yeah, it was fun, but we had people commenting about Blackpink and Twice slander on the podcast, and they're like super fans of it.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not slandering them in any sort of way, and I had to defend myself on the podcast, like on Bunk Book, because I told them that, guys, it's not that I hate Blackpink or Twice, because we love them on the podcast. That's why we talk about them all the fucking time. But if it's a bad song, it's a
We're gonna
bad
say it's
song.
bad.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, but Ingrid and I, we have differing thoughts about Signal. We all know that Ingrid actually likes it. I
I
don't.
love Signal.
Yeah, it's a horrible song for me. Ingrid loves it. So it's like, there are different thoughts there. And I just can't, like, okay, fine. It might feel like it's slander, but it's not. It's like, I love Twice.
Yeah.
I
We're
love
not
Blackpink.
when we criticize them, we don't it doesn't necessarily mean that we're haters.
Yeah,
Or we
we're
don't like
not.
them.
Yeah,
There's just some tracks that we're not, big fans of. That's just what
that's
it
true.
is.
It's like, okay, I talk a lot of shit about when it comes to the recent I've comeback, but it doesn't mean that I don't like the groups. Like, I love Love Dive, I love 11, fucking amazing songs, and they're doing so well. Kasi that's the thing. Because I know, like, we here on the podcast, we know so well what and how they, like, a group can deliver. That's why when they do a horrible song, we call them out. Not
Yeah.
only the group, but like management, everyone. It's like we don't
It's
give a
just cause
fuck.
it's just because we know that they can do better than.
Exactly. It's like Love Story by ITZY is a horrible song, but you all know that I'm an ITZY fan. It's like,
I think we should call it by its actual name, which is Boys Like Girls, because people might think people might think, right?
so I would never call it that, just for the heck of it. It's like, yeah, it's Boys Like Girls for everyone. I call it Love
Boys
Story.
Like You, ba?
Boys like you, na guys like me.
Dude, Boys Like Girls is the band.
Oo nga.
Ikaw
Tama.
kasi, you called it Boys Like Girls before.
Boys Like You. Yeah.
Boys Like You pala. My
Yeah.
bad.
I hate it. I hate that song. So, but you don't see me bombarding ITZY with hate per se, like on a normal basis. Kasi nga, I know that they can produce way better, and we all know for a fact that I'm an ITZY fan. It's like, I listen to them a whole lot. I love them all.
You're a
Cheryong is
Cheryong
yeah.
stan.
okay.
What?
I'm in denial. So,
Yeah.
So, things like that. So, it's not that I hate on Blackpink or Twice. I don't. And I had to, it's like, can you imagine? I had to defend myself because people are saying that I'm slandering Blackpink and Twice and they're a fan of it.
I mean, you could be nicer. But you could be nicer when it comes to, choosing your wordings, but it's okay. I mean, that's why we do this podcast, you guys. I mean, if we were all about like saying positive things about whatever group,
Yes,
it wouldn't be
it wouldn't-
interesting.
Yeah,
be fake.
exactly. That's
So,
true.
At the end of the day, bottom line is we're just being real here, okay? We're just being real.
As authentic, and a lot of you guys, I know a lot of you also listen to other podcasts, and they have fun content there. It's like, I'm not disregarding or belittling any of them because they're all great. It's just that we approach things a bit differently here because we just want to be real. We're not that they're fake. Again, I'm not slandering anyone. See, this is the
You,
thing.
your wordings kasi.
Look, I am defending. So, it's like we just want to keep things. I guess, like, fuck. We want to keep the show the show.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
See, I chose my word. It's so bad. The tangina.
Don't add anymore.
I'm not gonna add. Okay, yeah. BTS first to have Grammy nominations, and then they're the first to reach 100 million views in 24 hours.
Wait, were they the first but to be invited sa UN as well? First K-pop group.
I think so. Yeah, the first to yeah, the first to speak at least. So yeah, they are. You know that random 2 times speed dance in Weekly Idol? Yung trend dun.
G-Friend?
Yung, it was G-Friend that did it first.
Yeah.
Plus, they did it tremendously. It's like,
Yeah.
it wasn't even
It was
close,
so good.
you know?
I think that was with Navalera,
Yes.
right?
It was with
Good
Navidad.
song, good song.
Amazing song. EXO, before we cap off the show, being the last group, or second to the last group. Now, let's go with Miss A first.
Okay.
So, they were the first and only group to win Song of the Year with their debut song. Did you know this? Bad Girl, Good Girl?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, really? What? Sick.
It was Bad Girl, Good Girl. Miss A.
Wait, di ba nanalo? Ay, never mind. 11 nga pala yung debut song ng IVE, no? Kasi Love Dive won something.
One Song of the Year. Yeah, it was in 11. So yeah.
Gotcha.
And then our last group, which is EXO, they were the first to have a color changing light stick. And they had the first ending fairy,
Which was... Who?
Shumin.
Oh.
2013. It's slightly different. It's a slightly different thing with the ending fairies that we know today. Pero back then, it was really Shumin. I guess it was just him like
didn't know
staring
that.
and whatnot.
I didn't know that kasi I thought that the ending fairy started with okay, we're gonna bring this up again. Our favorite project group, IOI, with Cheong. Like there was a performance. I think that was still in Produce 101. That was if I'm not mistaken, I think that was like a performance of Into the New World by Girls' Generation. I might be
Okay.
wrong. But then she like the camera panned on her face and I think that's where it started. I could be wrong, but then maybe yun nga siguro
Pero yeah, that's the thing. The Shumin ending fairy was in 2013. IOI
yeah.
did Produce 101 in 2016. So
Mm.
it might have been the now the modern way of how
Yeah.
we look at ending fairies, pero back then Shumin had that back in 2013. So which is pretty cool, you know. So I guess those are probably the more relevant Genesis stories for everyone. It was pretty nuts.
It was
We
a lot.
ran through them. Tangina. So yeah. Now that's kind of the show. I think the next one that we'll be having, or prior to this, I think will be the birthday episode.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
We need to come up with an episode, like a topic. We
You know
don't
that
have
this is
one yet.
yeah, but you know that this is releasing after our birthday episode,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
So yeah. Prior to this is the birthday episode. We haven't planned it yet.
Yeah.
I'll be sending her stuff over the weekend. So it's funny. But yeah, I guess yeah, that's the show. When are you going live next? I want to watch.
Probably.
Oh, Moshblade. Shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know Moshblade, like you have a familiar name. Please tweet me kasi I don't think it's been a while. It's not that I forgot about you, but you have a very familiar name. I just wanted to know. So can you tweet me? Thanks.
Yeah, but for context, when I went live, an old friend of Yuki's, Just wanted to say hi. Parang
Yeah.
you guys like kind of grew apart now or something. I don't know.
That's true. Yeah. It's like it was a while, I think. It was more
Mm.
than 8 years ago. So
Mhm.
maybe that. Cuz it's like that's the only. Yeah, it's like it was 8 years ago. The reason why I know is because 8 years ago I was single. It's not that
Mm.
Moshblade is a girl, pero
Mhm.
that was the time where I was fooling around with a lot of my guy friends.
Right.
So I think Moshblade is a guy, if
I'm
I'm not
not sure,
mistaken.
dude. I'm not sure.
You see, this is
I assumed he was a guy.
yeah. You
Oh.
see, like I feel that like your follower count is really growing because we are now getting like common people that know me and know you, and not just because of the podcast. It's like my friend, the one I was talking about back then,
Mhm.
knew I was doing the podcast, but never knew you as someone who was part of it. And then here comes
Mhm.
Smoshblade, like following you. It's like, shit, nagpa-podcast ka pala with Yuki, blah, blah, blah. So, it's like we're getting common people now. So like,
Yeah.
that only says that not only is your follower count growing, but at the same time, people really don't have lives to live. Because
Hey,
they've been following K-pop for quite a while now. It's like it's just basically me. It's like
I hope it's gonna be the same for the podcast, not just my account,
yeah, let's hope, It's
guys.
like well, we are getting good views. We're getting good views again on Spotify and not only on YouTube, so it's great. So guys, don't forget about our Spotify. It's pretty cool. It might come to a point that it'll just also be YouTube as well. It's like we
Mhm.
might use YouTube moving forward for hosting purposes.
Yeah.
Not like hosting like host na parang doing the show, but we might use YouTube as the mother hosting
Yeah.
platform because YouTube is set to disrupt like the podcasting landscape very soon. Okay, right. You're sleepy. I know. So I guess yeah, that's the show. Thank you so much for listening, and yeah, we'll see you again. Pucha, we've been doing a lot of episodes recently. Like it's
Oh,
super
we
cool.
stopped for a while though because of
Yeah,
reason.
but kasi the only reason we stopped is because we have such a we have a magazine full chockload of
Right. Right.
content.
Right.
So
Actually.
it's pretty cool. Like we'll probably have, I don't know if we'll have Bobby for the next one after the birthday special. So I
Mhm.
don't know. But yeah, the recent one prior to the birthday episode is the
Baby monster.
baby monster episode. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, that was a
I hope
pretty
we
good
reach
episode.
40 before the season
We
ends.
will, we will. I think we're in good shape, to be honest.
Okay.
Plus, we're mainly free over the next coming weeks, so
Yeah.
we can do more stuff. All right, that's the show. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you again for the next one. Peace. Bye.
The Kingdom Podcast is executively produced by The Voice, DJ Yuki, and co-presented by The Bunk Collective and the Kingdom Podcast creative team. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The Kingdom Pod PH. All episodes are available on Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts, and all your favorite podcast streaming platforms. For inquiries, please email us at thekingdompodph at thebunkph.com, and don't forget to visit thebunkph.com/thekingdompodph. Thanks for listening to the show, and see you next time!